this journey back to the umbilical is the reemergence of the 0 point. And our perspective, I believe, that's characteristic of our evidentiary of this transformation, is that we're able to see these things now.
It's not from social media that I get this information. It's from that we are doing through the day. I knew nothing of Golden Rose until midnight last night. It's impressive, exciting, as confirmation. Nothing makes sense. This has come up for me again because Richard said it on our walk the other day.
Nothing makes sense.
It really made me look at those words. No thing makes sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Matter does not make sense. Sense is in us, which comes back to Mother's Day this weekend, which comes back to that Indian god and the golden rose. It's essence of self. It's already in us, the sense. I feel like that's like the pivotal point.
No thing makes sense. Coming from what we perceived, it had to make sense, or it wasn't real. Nothing makes sense. If truth is stranger than fiction, what we thought was truth is false, then what we thought was fantasy or false is our truth.
I remember he's singing me a code. Nothing makes sense. But that was back then, and it's taken from back then to now to even, like you said, each week, each day, everything shape shifts. Even that code 6 months ago has developed and expanded. No thing makes sense, like you just said, our belief system. So the placebo effect. Placenta is the place of entry, place of center. Placenta is where we enter. So it comes back to Mother's Day. Nothing that happens around you matters except for your senses. So what it feels like to you, that's all that matters. Otherwise, there would be no point of us all being so unique. My senses, compared to Richard, are so different. Yet we lived together for 25 years. My role in this is the tools that I've learnt and Richard's learnt. So we still carry a nursery for them or a garden bed for them to flourish in. And I remember hearing a very well-known lady who used to channel Pleiadians. And she said that children really are children until they're about the age of 36. 36 really was a changing point in my life. Teach them how to look after the elderly. Teach them how to look after each other. Teach them places of community. That's so that we can build this new world with them. I know more than ever with this past year, this connecting all these amazing people around the world, how much it expanded. Now we have to create these new spaces for us to keep creating in. They need safety, they need security, they need sounding boards. Sometimes they just need you to hear what they're saying. They need to have this debriefing moment. And Richard will say, the information you've read or heard, as disturbing it is, it's actually correct, but it's okay. You're okay. It's not happening to you. You just were meant to see it. Okay, how can you use that now in your life? By Richard having this discussion with Jet, taken the confusion off it for him, it sends them off the deep end because it eats away at these kids, some of this information.
I've got 6 kids, and like even in the last year, more than once, called me up and said, "This really real, or is this happening, or what the hell's going on?" You know, I probably do the same thing he does. I just share with them. These are all little cells. You could call it monadic, you could call it family, you call it whatever you want, as we're all expanding and finding our roles in the present moment too. And his role is, he is that king energy. You are that mother energy. This show has been pretty fascinating because of some of that stuff that you brought up with this pronounced mother energy. I haven't spoken to my mother since June. No, oh my fucking God. Okay, since May the 31st, true story. Morgan was with me. May the 31st, Morgan and I, 6 o'clock in the morning, caught a bus from Houston, Texas, and went to Fort Smith, Arkansas. May the 31st, that was in 2017. So it's been 6 years. 6 o'clock in the morning was the last time I saw my mother and the last time I ever spoke to her. Through this experience of the last 24 hours, Morgan and I were just talking about this before the show started. We were both kind of going, wow, wow, wow. And I don't know what's going to happen, but I've already texted her. I'm in town and I would like to take you to dinner or brunch on Mother's Day, and we can meet at your favorite restaurant, and I'll buy you dinner. We share this stuff because there is code in it. And even we don't understand it, whatever's going to happen, I really don't know. I don't even know if I'll get a response. But the thing is, no matter what happens, I'm one person that's in the flow with all of you. It's acknowledging this energy. It's here. We've been talking about the mother for a long, long time. And that's what's been missing here.
What you just did triggered me. The last time we saw our eldest son was the 31st of May.
Oh, geez.
We actually don't know where he is or if his heart is here or not. But I'm going to do the same thing as you just did. Our son's Jack. Our message goes out to him. We love him so much. We all love him. We all have dreams of him all the time. We feel like he's communicating with us. We are always here as his nursery, his garden bed, and nothing matters. Nothing makes sense. We're here. When you're ready, we're here.
The May 31st thing, these are the physical synchronicities that I keep seeing that are happening more and more and more every single day. This is evidence for all of us at the human level. It's these synchronicities that are part of the language of the intuition, the telepathy, the empathy, and the sequential aspect of the way things are happening every day. I don't know if I'll see my mother. You don't know if y'all will see Jack, but we are in the flow. I'm talking about the mighty fucking river that we're all let go. And that's the important thing, that we're getting there. No matter what it looks like on the surface of the old linear, this is where we're going. But energetically speaking, it impacted us today, just powerful. So, man, talked about the mother energy for years. That's how this whole thing started. The mother has landed, right? I mean, I'm feeling this in my body. Morgan just sent me a note. That made me emotional. You're emotional. This is about all of us. This is the mother in us, right? And it's in the body. And we all know that the body is everything now. The body is the soul. And wow. Okay, well, that was a big download. I'm going to have to go lay down now. Man, it's such an honor to be in this field of consciousness, to be in this space. And I'm not just talking about SOULOGY. I'm talking about the whole thing. It's just such an honor to share space with you today, because I'm sharing space with you, with Richard, as I'm sharing it with you. I'm sharing it with your family. We're all sharing this together. I love you all. Love you, Elsa. Love your family. And we'll see you next time. We want to have a big download.